Dan, what exactly was on the agenda?
This was a first meeting with a group of high-profile senators who have decided they're going to try to jump into this conversation as federal legislation looks more and more likely. So Senators Romney and Murphy have both been critical of the NCAA in the past, and this was their initial sort of olive branch to reach out and give Mark Emmert an opportunity to plead his case. And as far as Emmert being there, he's really reaching out and saying, we don't want state-by-state laws. That's not tenable for the future of the NCAA. He was there to try to get some friendly NCAA legislation started as they begin these conversations of what it might look like, still a ways down the road before anything is formalized in a proposal.
Dan, what is it like? It must be disorienting to hear Mark Emmert, who for so long, like his organization, resisted any intrusions from the political world, now saying, at least for our rhetorical consumption, we need your help. You guys got to come up with a framework because what's going on now and where this seems to be heading will be dangerous for the collegiate model that we're trying to preserve.
Yeah, it's definitely, he was asked yesterday afternoon at a separate panel if this was a last resort going to Congress for him. And he wouldn't quite go that far, but it isn't an about face from what the NCAA has done for a long time. They've wanted to make their own rules, but they realize at this point that they need help. They need national intervention in order to still have some control. What they're trying to do now is make sure that whatever happens, whatever rule gets made, they still have a say in the process, and they're able to regulate the future of whatever this market might look like.
Dan, you might remember a few weeks ago we had Mitt Romney on the show talking about this issue. He generated some buzz with this comment.
But look, what you can't have is a couple athletes on campus driving around in Ferraris while everybody else is, basically having a hard time making ends meet.
Now, Dan, Mitt Romney is saying that athletes should be compensated, but, we've got to figure out a framework that's going to work, prevent, as he said, the Ferraris. Where is Mitt Romney's thinking on the issue now?
Yeah, I think that comment left a lot of people who have been fighting this fight for a long time scratching their heads after Romney said he was coming after the NCAA. That's much more of a rhetoric you'd expect to hear from Mark Emmert or other people working with the NCAA. So I think from talking to Romney's staff, it sounds like he is still very wide open to what this answer might look like. He knows, as does everyone else in that room, that the NCAA needs to change in some way. But I think Romney may be the hardest to pin down right now on how far he wants to push the NCAA. There are certainly people on Capitol Hill who are being much more aggressive about trying to force the NCAA to change and do more for athletes.
Dan Murphy reporting from Washington on the so-called Name, Image, and Likeness Summit. We keep hearing the walls are tumbling down. We shall see. Dan, thank you as always for joining us.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app, and live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.